What up, peeps? Mr. Bones back at you for another Dollar Tree Theater. And we're going to be talking about Cupid from 2020. This, the main stars are Georgina Jane as Faye, and the main bitch is Sarah T. Cohen as Elise. She's the main biatch. It says, after being horrendously embarrassed by the mean girls at school, Faye, a practicing witch, summons the evil Cupid to take revenge on all those who wronged her. And the back says, Faye, a practicing witch, summons the evil Cupid to take revenge on all those within the school grounds. However, all turns very real on Valentine's Day when Cupid does in fact rise, and he will stop at nothing until the walls are covered in blood. The students must figure out a way to stop Cupid and undo the spell before their hearts get broken, very literally. It says, love is dead. And this starts off showing a backstory. It's kind of like a grim fairy tale with a book telling a story about his parents being gods, and he falls in love with a girl who is also a god, and something about his mom being jealous of his beautiful girlfriend and kills her. And then he tries to save her by using one of his magical arrows, but his mom had poisoned his arrows, so he pricks his girl's finger, but it kills her because it's poisonous. And then he's so mad that he goes deep within the ground to talk to the god of death or something, and the god of death makes him very medieval. And now in modern day you can summon him onto people who misuse love or some shit like that. So in this movie, it's kind of cheesy but enjoyable. Cupid looks like some kind of undead zombie Cupid monster. It looks pretty cool. And this movie is gory as hell. And so yeah, you've got Faye, who is, she gets bullied by Elise, who, like, in the movie, the movie Mean Girls, you got a pack of mean girls, aka a pack of bitches that think they're stuck up and they think they're better than everybody else, and they like to pickle people. Well, she likes to pickle Faye, and Faye has a crush on Duncan, the teacher, and they know it. And they steal the teacher's phone and pretend to be him and tell her that he will be working late grading papers and to come hang out and make a move. And when she does that, they're hiding by the window of the door, recording it, and they post it. And they play it during a class and embarrass her. So she goes and into a room with candles and her little black book and summons Cupid. And he shows up and goes medieval on everybody. What I don't understand is, like, one of the first kills is Elise, biggest bitch I ever seen. She talks back to the teachers and tells them pretty much fuck off every time they tell her something, and she's supposed to be in detention and just says fuck off and walks off out of the school, gets in a car with her boyfriend. The principal follows her and tries to stop her, tells her to get out of the car, and the first person Cupid shoots is the principal, and then her boyfriend, and goes after her last, and she makes it back into the school. I'm like, what the fuck? She should have been the first one to get an arrow into her. And that bitch actually makes it till almost makes it till the end of the movie. It's like takes so long to kill her, and she's the number one bitch you want to die first. But like I said, he looks cool, like a undead zombie thing. He's got poisonous arrows, and there's a lot of cool kills in here. And this movie's a fucking splatter fest. One of the first people to die is Elisa's boyfriend. They notice when he gets shot with the arrow, it's poisonous and it spreads through his body and goes up to his heart. So when one of the other kids gets shot in the arm, the teacher, Duncan, is like, we need to stop it. It's only in your arm right now. And they put his arm in a vice in the science lab. And he's like, what are you going to do to me? And he goes over in the corner and he's talking to the teacher. You saw what happened to that other kid. We need to stop it. Puts his arm in a vice, goes gets a hacksaw and just hacks the living shit out of his arm. Blood is splattering all over the place, all over the two teachers' faces. And it's gory as fuck. And there's this one cool scene where Cupid, it's one of the first victims. He gets a girl in the bathroom and gets her down and just stabs the shit out of her back with with a metal cookie cutter that's shaped like a heart. And then the next scene is them in detention in the gym or whatever, and there's randomly a plate of cookies there, and they all just gullibly eat them. Oh, these are weird shaped, and they kind of look like skin, but let's eat them anyway. And one of them says, tastes like chicken. Pretty crazy. But yeah, that's the gist of it. And it's just a fun, turn your brain off movie with lots of gore. I'd recommend you give it a watch. Peace.